James May hit back at the Grand Tour Backlash after a disgruntled fan takes issue with his sand job joke. The 61-year-old couldn't resist a dig at the United States in the latest Grand Tour special. James May has clapped back at a rather irked Grand Tour viewer on social media after being criticised for a joke he made in the latest special, Sand Job. In the new feature-length episode, May joined Jeremy Clarkson and Richard Hammond on a road trip through Mauritania in West Africa, racing through the Sahara to Senegal. Sand Job marks the penultimate time the three petrolheads will appear together on screen, driving about in modified vehicles after they decided to call time on their tenure last year. While many fans will undoubtedly be sad to say goodbye to the Grand Tour, Sand Job has still proved a success with viewers across the globe, with the episode soaring to the top of Amazon's top 10 chart in the UK. However, not everyone appears to have enjoyed May Clarkson and Hammond's latest hijinks abroad. May found himself on the receiving end of criticism after he took to X this week to say to his fans, "Now that Sand Job is out, I can make the formal announcement that I imagine many of you may have been expecting. Yes, my Mazda was the best looking by a desert mile, deal with it." Of course, May was poking fun at the Maserati he bought to drive around the sandy dunes and scorching hot Mauritanian tarmac. But in response to May's post, one follower ignored the cars and instead slammed the former Top Gear star for a joke he made. The disgruntled viewer said, "You don't want to live in Florida. It's hot and muggy and people there have guns. People being free must be an issue with you. Kiss your crown." Seeming baffled by the offended fan's response to his joke about the US, May simply hit back, "How am I less free?" It didn't take long for May's followers to jump to his defence as they too mocked the argument from the irked viewer. The joke May made came midway through Sand Job when he visited a local library while Clarkson and Hammond went off exploring. While in the library, May was being shown some incredible ancient texts that dated back centuries. The tour guide accompanying May told the Grand Tour star about a time an American visitor asked to buy the ancient texts from the librarian. He said an American tourist visited the library and he asked him to sell him the book. Then they told him if he would sell it, he's going to give him a house in Florida, and he said no, it's the legacy of his great-grandparents. May nodded before he turned to the librarian and said, "I think you did the right thing. You don't want a house in Florida. It's all hot and sticky and full of people with guns." He's not the only Grand Tour star to have thrown shade on the other side of the Atlantic of late, as Clarkson blasted the USA's approach to capital punishment in his latest column. The trio will return for the final The Grand Tour special later this year.